Hello, my crafty friends. This is Yolanda from CraftySentiments.com, and I'm here with the July 2017 paper pumpkin kit. And I mean, it took forever for my kit to arrive. I was waiting and waiting and waiting. It just seemed like forever. At any rate, it's finally here, so let's open it up and see what's inside. Ta-da! Oh, we got two Stampin' spots. We have Soft Sky and Tranquil Tide. Those are super nice. And we have the stamp set. Let me turn it around. Okay. Oh, this is cute. There's a hooray and love and thanks. And then there's like little flowers and a cloud and you can make that as a little border. Love, love, love. And let's see what this kit is called. And this month's kit is called Positively Picturesque. And it makes 8 cards and it has 8 envelopes. So let's get started and see what's all inside, shall we? I mean, sometimes I get them really quickly, the kit, and sometimes it takes forever. And it just seemed like it took forever this time. Maybe because I didn't have anything else I was waiting for, and it was like, come on, come on. Sorry about that. So immediately inside, I see that we have 2 spools of washi tape. There's a pink, and there's I guess it would be the Soft Sky. Let's go to let me get this part first. So you have your instructions, and it makes 8 cards, 4 different designs, 2 of each that you'll be making. And the coordinating colors for this are Lemon Lime Twist, Powder Pink, Soft Sky, and Tranquil Tide. And of course, inside you have all your instructions on how to put the cards together. Super simple. And you get just about everything you need to create the cards. So immediately I would say this is Soft Sky and Powder Pink for your washi tapes. Here are the envelopes. You get 4 regular medium-sized envelopes, your A2 size, and you get 4 note card size envelopes. And here's a little that looks like grass. I'm assuming it's grass. I'm not sure. And here are some wooden embellishments. It has some words. Oh, cute. There are some little flower tops. And there's a couple of words that says hooray. Cool. And some more flower tops and the word love. So let's put all these over here. I'll move them over to the side. You get some mini glue dots and some Stampin' Dimensionals, the regular size, not a mini size. Oh, there's 2 of these that look like grass. And here are 2, I don't know if they're going to be note size cards that we put this on or for the regular size. And they're little flowers that are already stamped. And you're probably just going to embellish them with the wooden ones. Here are 2 cards with a Lemon Lime Twist watercolor wash on them. How many is this? 2 large and 2 small cardstock that's already scored for you in both the A2 size and the note card size. And we have 2 pink in the note card size cardstock. And we have, I don't know if you can kind of see this on here. Is it more than one or not? Yeah. So you get a couple of these where it is a heart, and there's a stitched heart there's a heart that's stitched around there. And there's a circle with looks like a stitched circle on there as well. And you get 2 of those. And the last thing, we got some leaves. These are these stickers? No, that's cardstock. These feel like they're stickers. They're extra thick. So you got some Lemon Lime Twist, Powder Pink, and Tranquil Tide. And your cardboard. Always save that because you can use that for something else. And let me get this thing situated and we'll start and we'll put a couple of cards together. Okay, hold on and I'll be right there. Let me get everything together. Okay, so let's get started. I'll be starting and stopping and or going back and forth. Just so you'll know, if you actually look at the instructions, they can be kind of confusing if you're not looking at it carefully. Because we're making 4 different cards, they're giving you instructions on how to make 2 cards at the same time. So like the first sentence of each line will apply to one card, and the other sentence will apply to the second card. So you have to kind of, if you want to follow the instructions on the sheet, read through them carefully so you know which items go with which card. It's a little bit confusing, but not too bad. So let's get started. The cards themselves are not too hard to put together. So for this one, this is going to be the heart card. And as soon as I say it's not hard to put together, watch me mess up. So the first thing that they want you to kind of do, well, I'm going to put it together the way I want to put it together. I'm going to remove, there, it's stuck to me, for the glue dots, and put the glue dot on the heart. Okay, so I removed the sticky on there. Let me get my other glue dots. Those are my travel glue dots. When I went on my vacation, I took a little paper pumpkin kit box. I took 2 boxes and I loaded them up with material so I can do stamping and stuff while I was gone away. So I like to save these for when I actually do like a trip, so I don't have to take my big stuff with me all the time. So I'm just gonna excuse me, adhere the wooden flower tops. Get a glue dot. You can put them whichever one you want. There's 3 per card, so we'll do that. The other thing that they say do is put some glue dots on the bottom of the, like this is grass, so I'm going to put 3, like one in the middle, and one on the end. Okay, so not that one. Don't know my own strength with glue dots. Oh, it doesn't want to, oh, it wants to well, you know, when something is going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong right when I'm trying to film. And I got glued sticky dots all over the place. And we're going to put that right at the bottom in the middle. That's cute. And we're going to stamp. Now all the sentiments get stamped in the Tranquil Tide ink. And as you know, or maybe you don't know, I like to keep my Stampin' spots for when I go on a trip. So let me see if I have one with me. I'll show you that at the end of the video, where I had all of my Stampin' spots that I took with me on my trip. So let's see. This one says "You're the best," and I always stamp off to see how it's going to stamp. Now I need to put it on a colored background because stamping on white, it was kind of hard for me to see. So hopefully I can get this together. It's a little bit to the side, so I'm going to do that again. It wasn't centered. There, that's better. It says "You're the best." And I want to put that aside for right now because I will get ink everywhere, if you know me. So this is almost it. We're going to burnish this down. And the other thing they want you to do is to get some washi tape. And you're going to put it like on half of it. And I rip that off. And then you just fold it over. Because I have extra, I'm just going to cut that off. There you go. Super cute. And I'm going to pop these up on dimensionals. Now, what did I do with my dimensionals? I'm going to put a lot on here because I don't want it to kind of sink in the middle. That should be enough. So before I adhere this down, there's a little glue dot that's going to stick on everything. Before I adhere it all the way down, I'm going to, because you're going to center it on here, but I just want to see where this is going to. There you go. Super cute. How cute is that? So I'll adhere this down. You can use either dimensionals. I'm just going to use my snail adhesive. And before I put it all the way down, I'm going to do it once again to see how that looks. Yes. And then I will remove the backing off of here. You know, it's going to take me forever because they're just slow. But these are some really quick cards to put together. You get a kit and you can put your cards together in a half an hour. You know, you can do it while you're watching television, relax, have some friends over and do it together. And this, ooh, there we go. And we're going to adhere this right here. Now you can either all the way down. I think I'm just going to do it all those. I'm going to apply some snail adhesive. I'm not going to pop that one up because I'm not. And there you go. Card number 1. Let me move this stuff out of the way, clear up a little bit, and I'll do card number. Okay, so now we're on to card number 2. So one thing you might want to notice when you're taking your little pieces out, there's little pips, little bitty nubs, and you can smooth them out with the side of your bone folder. Sometimes I use the edge of the scissors, but I don't want to, I don't want them to cut. And I don't know if you can kind of see it, but there's little bitty pips. So I'm just going to smooth that out with my bone folder. So the next card, we're going to use the inside heart that we just used for the inside of the heart that we that we cut out, punched out from the other one, and we're going to use the note card size soft sky note card. So we're going to fold that in half, and we're going to burnish it. We're going to take the strips of one lemon lime twist and one powder pink, and we're going to crisscross them on the card. Either way, doesn't make a difference. And these are stickers. So we're going to do them just like that. Set that aside. And we are going to put a couple small pieces of washi tape on the heart. Good thing with washi tape, if you want to be neat, you can cut them. I just go ahead and tear it. I like the organic feel of it when you tear it. And we're going to lay 2 strips of washi tape along there. And the card love means the card. And the love wood piece we're going to stick on with some glue dots. Again, I use my own, and we'll just put maybe about 4. It doesn't really matter. And we're going to mount that across the top of there, just like that. And on the back of here, we're going to put some dimensionals. I'm going to put 3 or 4. Oops, before I should have stamped on here before. Take that small one off. Silly me, getting ahead. I'm going to stamp on here. Now I'm going to hold that down and then just stamp you right there. If you want, you can use the little strip, but I'm not going to use the strip on there. And I'm going to put this back on the bottom, and we're going to peel these off. And that's it for card number 2. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put some hearts on here. Not hearts. Silly me. And Soft Sky. I'm just gonna do this lightly in the background. And this is like the Starburst. I knew it was something I was forgetting. I'm just going to do them randomly. Many or as little as you want. Doesn't matter. Because even though they give you the instructions, it's really your card and you can do it however you want to do it. And now I'm going to adhere the love on there, right in the middle. And there's card number 2. Okay, let me clean this mess up and we'll do card number 3. Okay, I kind of had to adjust the camera a little bit. I hope it's not too bad. Let's start with card number 3. Let's get this one started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is do a little background. I think I'm going to stamp off. That's going to be covered up anyway. And I'll set that aside. Just a little dark color so I can see how to stamp on here. And this one says it's your day. There we go. I'll set that aside. Close this up before we get ink everywhere. And let's burnish this. Burnish it down. And what we need to do for this one is we're going to apply washi tape to the whole circle. We're going to cover the whole thing up. You can start in the middle, you can start at the top, doesn't matter. And just line it up. And there we go. There we go. These cards go by really quickly. It's really a great idea to just go ahead and make them all up at one time. That way you're good to go whenever you need a card. There we go. The last one. Oops. I stuck that down so well that it came up. There we go. And then we're just going to wrap them around the back. That's all we're going to do. And then we're going to burnish it with the bone folder just to make sure everything is stuck down good. Okay, we'll just burnish it from the top, from the back. And then what I'm going to do is go around the edges, make it back into a circle in case there's some little pieces that are up. And pull that up around. There we go. And then we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. These are not the dimensionals that came in the kit. These are my own. I'm trying to use what I have before I go to a new one, because then I have all these little ones. I don't need that one. I have all these dimensionals hanging around that I've started one and didn't finish, so I need to use up all these other little small pieces and before I go to a brand new one. And the dimensionals, a lot of times, I don't know if I said this before, but the dimensionals, the Stampin' spots and the glue dots, I use those in my my travel paper pumpkin kit. So then we're going to set this right here, and we're going to take a little small piece of dimensionals. We're going to take a couple of those and put them on the back of the sentiment. And then the last thing we're going to do is apply glue dots to the word hooray. And you don't really need that many. Oh, it looks like it was my little, oh, it got broke. Oh. I have to check that out. I didn't see any stray pieces. And we're just going to layer that down right there. It looks like the Y got broke too. I'm gonna have to see about that. That never really happened before. And the sentiment we're going to place right above here. And we're all done. And that's card number 3. I'll be back with card number 4. Okay, so now let's do card number 4. This is the large cardstock or card base that's in the soft sky. And what we're going to do is we're going to take soft sky ink and the cloud, and we're going to stamp clouds on the top. Okay. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp, move that over out the way. We're going to stamp the sentiment in the Tranquil Tide. Let me move this out the way. And my black background so I can see. And we're going to stamp Hello Friend. And right in the middle. There we go. And let me move this aside. And move that aside. So what we need to do is put some, we're going to burnish this. And set that aside. And we're going to need to put some dimensionals on the back of the card to pop it up. So I'm going to make sure I don't need to stamp anything on here. I made that mistake one time before. And I like to put them around there so it doesn't like cave in the middle around the so for that, and for the sentiment as well, I'll put a dimensional on that as well. This one's a little bit too big. I'll cut some of that off. And I'll do another little small piece. Okay, so I have that done. Let me move those out of the way. And what we need to do is actually, we're going to put, let's see if we can, before we stick it down, kind of get an idea of where it needs to go. Where it's going to be centered at. Okay, so I'm going to adhere that down with some glue dots as well. And one more. I've gone glue dot crazy. So let's see again before we have it stuck all the way down. Where did we say we wanted it to be? And that's pretty good. So we'll stick that down. And then the next thing we're going to do are the stickers. We're going to take one of the dark ones and a lighter one. So this is in Tranquil Tide. So let's see where we want this to go. Let's see. I think that will be good. And then we'll do one. And let's see where we want this one to go. Well, that looks pretty good right there. And I'll stick that down. Now, if you want, you can stick those down like that, or you can go ahead and cut the rest of it off, either way. And we're going to pop this up on dimensionals, and we'll be done. We're going to stick this down, we already popped it up on dimensionals. And then we'll have all 4 cards done. It's a little bit crooked. And let me adjust the top one here. And the sentiment, and then we're done. Hello, friend. I think I need to put another dimensional on here because see, I'll do that later because that's popping up a little bit right there. But there we go. All 4 cards. Quick and easy to do. And this is July's 2017 Paper Pumpkin Kit. Woo! I had fun and I hope you did too. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe to videos so you can be notified of new videos that's coming out soon. This is Yolanda from CraftySentiments.com, and thank you so much for joining me, and I'll be back real soon with another video.